Here's everything you need to know about moving to China to be a teacher. First off, what documents do you need to be a teacher in China? First, you need a criminal check, you need a bachelor's, and you need a TEFL certificate, any TEFL certificate. What kind of schools can you teach in China? You can teach in kindergarten, primary school, middle school, high school. All these schools you can do bilingual, public, or international. You can also work in a training center or a university. Something to consider if you're moving to China is, do you want to go with an agent or go directly with the school? Now, you might want to go with the agent because they will help you book your flights, they will help you sort your visa, they will double check all of your documents, they will help you set up a bank account, they will help you find an apartment. Whereas a school might just help you with your visa and the other stuff, they might get you to do it yourself, which can be quite difficult. A lot of people choose to go directly with the school in their second contract after they have worked for an agency for their first contract. Another thing to consider if you're moving to China is, where do you want to live? Do you want to live in the north, in the south, or central China? The north is very cold in winter, the south is very hot in summer, and central China has the best or worst of both, depending on your opinion on the weather. What kind of city do you want to live in? Do you want to live in a tier 1 city? Do you want to live in a tier 2 city? Or you could be open to many different cities. That's the best option. That will help you find a job faster. Now that you've decided where you want to live in China, you can start to look for a job. Where can you find a job? Where can you look for a job? You can start by going to Gold Star Teaching. This is a website I use. They connect you with recruiters and schools and agencies. They don't take any money. I use them, and that's how I first got to China. It can be hard to know what a good job offer is in China. So what's a good starting job offer for a first-time job in China? Roughly between 18,000 RMB to 20,000 RMB is a good starting point. Now, if you're going to go to Shanghai, probably going to need more money. If you're going to go to a small third-tier city, it's probably going to be less money. But this is just the average. Now, how much money do you need to come to China with for your first month? You need a month's money for food, and you need 3 months rent, because when you rent an apartment, you require 1 month's rent for the agent fee, 1 month's rent for the deposit, and 1 month's rent to pay the first month's rent. I think for most places in China, you can get away with about £1,000, £1,200. If you're going to Shanghai, it's going to be quite expensive. If you're going to an expensive city, I would recommend looking into places that have jobs that have accommodation included. Any other questions about moving to China? Let me know. I've lived here for 5 years.